बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। डॉक्टर हुसैन बशकोलाची यूट्यूब चैनल से आज हम आपसे मुखातिब हैं और आज हम आपसे जूम में ये हमारा वीडियो जो है उसको हम रिकॉर्ड कर रहे हैं। तो उम्मीद है कि आपको ये अच्छा लगेगा। और टुडे वी आर डिस्कसिंग द टॉपिक ऑफ nested case control study. Nested case control study is a subtype of the case control study, and we will show you that why it is called case control study. And because of its nature, you can see that this person is sitting in a tree. This is a diagram or a drawing of a person who is sitting in the nest of the tree. So in the same way, the nested case control study is part of the cohort study. The original study is cohort, but after some time, after some years, cases start uh, happening in that study, and when sufficient cases are reported, then you take a sample, and within that cohort you take also the control. So this is called nested case control study. So originally the mother of this study is cohort study. Within that cohort study, after time, sufficient number of cases they are happening, they are identified. Therefore this is named as the nest, just like this person is sitting on the tree. And mm, this is a nature of this. Then coming to the this side of the uh, slide, I should see that whether the video or audio is audible or not. So I should check. Anyway, this is another picture which also shows the same situation. And once again, you can see that the nest is reflected. So this is the actual slide of this study. And here you can see that the nested case control study is part of the cohort study. These are the times, and when the cases occur, then we select the cases through a sampling method, and then select also the control from the same population with the risk factor, but they have not still developed. They started the journey from the same path, but some have had developed the disease. This is another kind of the nested control case control study. You can see that these are the years when one case is identified or diagnosed or detected. The control is also selected, and you can see that on one side, if they are the lines of the cases, years, and you can see that these are the years, these are the cases, and these are the controls. And then coming to this picture also, this also shows that how the nested study is named. And this shows more that through a population, when some cases, suppose here, these are the cases, then we select the controls from this portion of the people not still sick, and ultimately we compare and the cases and the control. So the name is nested case control study. Then coming to the uh, case control study definition, is a cohort study. Basically, within the cohort study, you are fixing another study so that this case control study is a nested or just a guest study within the cohort study. Variation in case control study, where each case is matched to one or more controls based on the particular participation are characteristic as age. As at the beginning of the cohort study, members of the cohort are assessed for risk factor, case and controls are identified subsequently at time. This is important. In the initial stage, it is a cohort study, but in between when sufficient cases are, then you select the sample and continue. What are the benefits? We will discuss later on. Controls are sample of individuals who are at risk for the disease at the time, and the case of disease is same way. This shows another timeline and follow-up, so you can see that how the case control. This is one example, which study is here I am showing. Cancer permanent medical care. It started in 1960, continued up to 90, and here they have uh, serum organochlorides. Serum organochlorides were the suspected uh, elements for the breast cancer. So about 57 females were followed, and ultimately 150 women were detected with the breast cancer, and 150 were also selected the control. So what was the beauty of this study? Let us see the last slide. Using the blood samples, because to collect blood samples from 57 for a long time and then analyzing it was difficult, but the samples were already in the laboratory, preserved under laboratory conditions and protocols. And when the cases of the cancer developed, they compared the serum level, serum organochloride. This is perhaps a pesticide kind of the material. So the naturally the serum once again I am going, organochlorides was compared. So naturally it saved the time and gave a very good result. And this approach resulted in considerable less cost and efforts in processing of laboratory specimens, because specimens were there, and after 20 years cases were detected, and the serum of those controls and serum of those out of 57, 150 uh, cases and 150 controls. So look at the cost. If 57 were tested, 57,000 serums were tested, where only 300 samples were tested. So this is another advantage, that it is efficient, and all members of the cohort require diagnostic testing. Same is the flexibility, reduce the selection bias, and reduces information bias. Risk factor exposure can be assessed with the investigator blind to status. Blind to status means single blind study. So with this, one disadvantage is it reduces the power of a study as sample size is decreased. Out of 57, you have selected 150 control and 150 cases. So that is one of the weak points. With this, I think I am just ending this presentation. Dr. Hussain Bashkolati YouTube channel will provide you latest updated in a simple way, and you can have the translation on the video. And if there are any comments and if there are any questions, please write in the comment section. Thank you very much.